My name is Daniel Bungey. I am an energy and sustainability professional. I work on energy projects in Africa. I've done before in other continents, including Southeast Asia and South America. And I have experience, cross-cutting experience, working on engineering, field service work, technology, and now most recently on impact-focused projects, promoting clean energy access in the African continent, and most importantly in the rural, very remote areas, and including complex situations like the displacement settings in Africa.
Tell us about the World Energy Council.
Yeah, so the World Energy Council is an impact organization. It's focused on bringing together communities and diverse people from different sectors, from the private sector, from the non-profit world, from the academia, and from the civil society background. And they convene voices to a common platform for driving sustainable energy access and ensuring that the transition to the future of clean energy is fair, is equitable, and guarantees some level of sustainability and social justice in it. And I am part of the Future Energy World Leaders program, which is a platform that engages young minds from different countries, or young leaders from different countries for that matter, to a common platform where they get to work with very experienced hands, some of the brightest minds, and people with a big heart, and those who are really passionate about driving sustainable energy access and transition in different continents. And in this, I am involved, or we are involved in dialogue, in projects, innovative projects on energy access, and reports, including modeling scenarios and helping countries, especially leveraging on the tools of the World Energy Council that include the scenarios and monitor reports that happen annually, where countries are able to use the energy trilemma that brings sustainability, equity, and security at the core of delivering on sustainable energy future, and ensuring that the energy transition of the future doesn't leave anyone behind. Essentially, it's been coined even by the World Energy Council Secretary General as humanizing the future of energy transition.
Have you got specific projects in mind, specific places in mind that you are working on?
Yeah, so sure. I think for me, it just comes from the real passion to deliver on solutions that would ensure that really no one is left behind. I think at the core of energy access, or universal energy access, is the conversation around how do we ensure that we truly meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 7 of ensuring access to modern clean energy for all. And when you say for all, we of course are cognizant of the fact that in Africa we still have 600 million people who don't have access, and 80% of those people live in very remote, complex environments where delivering energy via the traditional business case focus may not be tenable. And when it comes to some of the specific projects that I'm keen on and focusing on, is delivering energy to especially very remote rural areas, and leveraging different models of partnerships. Partnership with the private sector, partnership with the non-profit organizations, social innovators coming in, and more importantly, ensuring the voice of the communities that we are seeking to ensure have access are taken into account. And this is important because this is, I think, part of the critical component of the last mile access. As we talk about access to deliver on industrial scale power that will drive socio-economic transformation, it is important also that we do talk about access in the context that are very complex, and access for those communities that are very vulnerable, those whose conditions may not form the right business case or a strong business case for businesses to show up. But with the government coming in, with the public arm coming in, with the private sector coming in, with the social innovators coming in, and placing the community needs at the center, then we are truly able to create an inclusive economy of the future. And as we talk about the green economy of the future, it's about how does it enable livelihoods and as well as energy access. So connecting energy access and the basic needs of the community is some of the interesting projects that we are keen on working on. And as part of the World Energy Council, I think working on the issues monitors and modeling scenarios, we are able to bring this kind of conversations to the fore as countries navigate the complex transition in a situation where there is, of course, existing realities of climate change that tend to also exacerbate the situation, because climate change will cause a lot of disruption in the sector, not only on the infrastructure. It will also cause more increase the vulnerability of those communities that we are seeking to serve. So the opportunity for green energy solutions, the opportunity for renewable energy solutions, the opportunities for distributed energy to provide access at that setting that is very remote and serves the vulnerable communities is equally important as the same access that would be utility scale that would drive the economic imperative. And for Africa, it's about that, and also about placing the realities of the fact that we are a very youthful continent. We are in need of jobs for the young people. As a young energy leader, I think I'm passionate enough to ensure that as we create that future, we are taking into account the fact that we need to create jobs, and we need energy to drive that kind of transition that will enable the creation of those jobs, because without energy, then we are not able to power progress. So that is important. Other things, of course, as part of the conversations that are happening here, I have been involved in conversations on digitalization. It's also another critical component when it comes to the future of energy and the future of our economy, because as we transition towards a modern energy future, the critical component of digitalization comes in, enabling building of resilient systems, enabling building of modern assets that will be able to withstand the test of time is at the core of some of the conversations and the debates we are having, and seeing utilities coming in and really being vulnerable of not understanding what the future is. But when we have these conversations and debate, then we are able to sort of pathfind and find solutions that are contextually fitting for Africa.